Today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to get over compulsive exercise and get a better, more healthy relationship with exercise. The first thing to do is to ask the big questions. What is the root cause of your compulsive exercise? What's the trigger for it or the driving force that keeps you relying on it and engaging in it? How is the compulsive exercise helping you? What's its purpose? Like, what does it achieve for you and help you with? And how is it hindering you? What's it taking away from you and stopping you from? The next thing is to recognize that it's a problem. It can be really hard to believe that exercise is a problem when it's so glorified by the media. You never see anything online about over-exercising. Everything is encouraging you to exercise, so it can be really hard to see compulsive exercise as a problem and something that you need to stop. Basically, if you're missing out on life because you feel a strong compulsion to exercise, or if you get guilt and anxiety when you miss a workout, or if you're forcing yourself to exercise even when you really don't want to and you don't feel well and your body doesn't feel good, if it's interfering with your ability to live your life, and if you're noticing negative effects in your life as a result of exercise, then it's a problem. The next tip is to try something new. This was the biggest thing that I found really helped my compulsive exercise. The old exercises you do compulsively, whether it's running or going to the gym or just some other form of exercise, a certain class you go to. These exercises you've been doing have so many routines and comparisons and numbers and rules associated with them. So try something new that doesn't have all those associations with it. Break that routine, try something new, try something without any numbers attached. Try something that you think would be fun. We want to restore some of the enjoyment in exercise. Compulsivity took away my love for exercise. It became something I had to do, something I was forcing myself to do, but I did not enjoy it. Exercise is a great thing. It should be fun. So we want to try and get that enjoyment back in exercise. So is there some sport, some activity, a martial art, a dance you've always wanted to try? Because I'd really encourage you to go try it. Another thing that may help is gradually reducing the time, the duration, and the intensity of your workouts. What you'll see is that it won't kill you. You can exercise less and nothing will change. That voice in your head is telling you have to do this much, you have to do it this intense, but really you don't have to. And reducing your workouts and taking a rest day and doing less intense stuff and maybe just trying something different, you'll see that things don't change. And it's okay for you to not do as much exercise and not do it as intense. Alternately, you may need to just stop exercise altogether, which I know just sounds like a death sentence and totally unmanageable. While in my eating disorder, I've had to just completely stop exercise twice. Once as a result of going to treatment, obviously where they didn't let me exercise, and just recently when I got surgery. What I find is it's very, very hard to stop exercise, of course, but what actually ends up happening is I get a new appreciation for exercise. It helps remind me that exercise is a privilege, it's not a right. It can get taken away from me and I need to value it and not abuse it. And it also proves to me that all the lies that the compulsive exercise voice in my eating disorder is telling me, all the things that it says will happen if I don't exercise, doesn't happen. Taking a break from exercise can be really challenging, so you may need more support with it. But for some people, it's what your physical and mental health needs. Sometimes we need to stop and just let ourselves heal. Even if it's just healing mentally, that is very important. And it's a totally valid reason to take some time off of exercise. The next tip is to listen to your body. Your body's goal is for you to be working at your best. It wants you to be the healthiest, the strongest, and running the most efficiently that it can. Your body isn't going to send you signals that aren't going to help you, So if your body is telling you to stop exercising, if you're feeling really fatigued, dizzy, weak, extremely sore, listen to your body and stop exercising. Your body knows what's best for it. The next tip is to prioritize your mental health. Think of your exercise journey and your exercise recovery as healing your mental health. It doesn't have anything to do with your body, it's your mental health. The end goal of why we fight our eating disorders and why we battle these voices is because we want to be happy and we don't want to be driven by these rules and obsessions and this control that this illness has over us. We need to fight it. And so prioritize that. Prioritize fighting the illness and getting healthy. Make that your priority instead of running an extra mile or doing an extra pull-up. My next tip, to help exercise be a bit more fun, try making it social. Compulsive exercise can be very, very isolating. So try doing your exercise in a social way. Try doing it with friends. It makes it fun and it can take you out of your head. So you're less focused on comparisons and numbers and routines and rules and everything, and instead you're just laughing with your friend. It's good to be social and to begin to associate exercise with things other than calories and compensation and these rules that you have. The social aspect to exercise is a really important one, and it's a really fun one. So with those tips, the last thing is just to plan your changes. So what are some small steps you can start to take to help get a healthier relationship with exercise? Try setting some small achievable goals that will help you move in the right direction. Some things you could try is doing some exercise with a friend once a week instead of doing it by yourself. You could try just shaving off 5 minutes at the end of your workout. You could try taking a rest day, or 2 or 3 or 4 or however many you need. Another thing for planning changes that could really help is having someone to keep you accountable. So if you have a dietitian, a family member, a therapist who you can talk about your exercise with and make a plan and set some guidelines that you won't go over. And just have someone else from the outside keeping you accountable to make sure that you're moving in a better, more healthy direction. And basically just prioritize your life over going to the gym. You miss out on so much when you're just driven by this need to exercise. You miss out on so many social events. You miss out on a lot of laughs and good times, and it's just miserable thinking about exercise and food and planning your day around exercise and just feeling this need and guilt to do it. Like, it sucks. And that's not something you want to have in your life. So prioritize the happiness and the freedom that you'll get when you can overcome this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Leave any feedback you have in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.